Hello, and welcome to a very special Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where the film bestie is going to help me review Royal Rumble. What's with the horns?
The champions are meeting on the fields of Aesir. We must drink ale from curved horns.
That's not ale, that's Coors Light.
Enough for you! For the first time, a real man is going to review a manly sport like the Royal Rumble. A sport for warriors, shield maidens, and Viking alike. Raise to the glory of Valhalla. May Odin's blessing be upon you all.
The Viking Raiders aren't in the Royal Rumble.
There's actually Vikings in WWE now?
You're talking about that dumb show, aren't you?
It's not dumb, dude. You just say that to make me mad.
For the last time, dude, we are not Norwegian. We have no Viking blood in us. You are not a Viking. You are not Raggedy Ann Lookbrook.
I know you do that just to make... It's Ragnar Lothbrok! You know what? You know what? This is my armband! There are many like it, but this one is mine! Without my armband, I am useless! Without me, my armband is useless! I welcome the Valkyries to summon me home.
You know what, Josh? Good idea. You're not cut out to be in a Davy's Awesome Wrestling. This was a mistake.
What?
Get out.
Huh?
Get out!
Okay, that's what you want.
That's what I want. Wait.
What?
Sit down. You know, Josh, with Davy's Awesome Wrestling, I usually don't give second chances. So get out.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Get out.
You know, you just don't understand my passion.
Wait, Josh.
What? What's up?
You're right, I don't understand. Get out.
I guess I'm not cut out to be a reviewer for wrestling.
Josh. Okay. You're right, you're not cut out to be wrestling. Get out. Wait, Josh. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Take your Mario hat and get out. Hi, I'm Davy. I'm awesome. And welcome to Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I review wrestling-related things, all from the perspective of a fan, not an insider. And this week was the 2023 Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble, one of my favorite events of all time. Even though the last 2 years it's been extremely disappointing. But let's see if this year is any better. The opening contest was the Men's Royal Rumble. Now, I can't go through everybody who ever came down, that's just too much. But the two that started it were Gunther and Sheamus. And the Royal Rumble itself, like I say, is always good. The only way to make it bad is by having a bad winner. Which is why I was very happy that Brock Lesnar was eliminated, as was Logan Paul. Heck, my brother's watching and Logan Paul was doing well, and it was upsetting him. So much that he said if Logan Paul wins, he's killing himself while streaming WrestleMania. But he didn't, thank God. And as an interesting twist, in my opinion, it came down to the very first entrant, Gunther, and the very last entrant, Cody Rhodes. And like I've been hoping for ever since they had announced that Cody Rhodes would be making his return at the Royal Rumble, Cody Rhodes did eliminate Gunther, becoming the 2023 Royal Rumble winner. He's going to WrestleMania to challenge for the championship. He's going to headline WrestleMania, and it's very deserving. And whereas Gunther didn't win, he walked away with the new record of longest time being in a Royal Rumble at 62 minutes and 15 seconds. So ultimately, it was the Royal Rumble. It was exciting. It was great. and it had a great winner. So giving the Men's Royal Rumble a good 5 out of 5. Yeah! Then, the Mountain Dew Pitch Black match. Which, yes, before watching this, I grabbed myself a Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I love that stuff. I wish it would stay around. Between LA Knight and Bray Wyatt. Which, another interesting side note, again, my brother's watching this. My brother watches wrestling off and on nowadays. Not consistently like I do. So he literally thought the guy's name was La Knight. And Bray Wyatt had some interesting face paint on. So that when it went to the pitch black, which was actually just a black light, he and the entire arena was glowing like the set of Batman Forever. Honestly, I feel like if this had been done around the time of Batman Forever, this would have been called the Batman Forever match. But I can't deny it was a cool effect. And as expected, Bray Wyatt did win this match. As not really expected, but not unexpected either, he then put LA Knight through the stage after the match. The match itself, as far as the in-ring action, was good, not great, but for everything else going on to make this match, it was definitely entertaining. I would give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah! Then for the Raw Women's Championship, Alexa Bliss challenged Bianca Belair. I hate to say it because I'm a big fan of Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair is very talented, but this match was extremely lackluster. There was nothing special about the match itself. Honestly, during this match, my attention kept going somewhere else. I barely paid attention to the match because it wasn't that interesting. Luckily, it was also not that long. And it even ended lackluster. A KOD on Alexa Bliss. Bianca Belair gets the pin, retains her championship. The match itself, I would only give a 2 out of 5. Yeah! Then after the match, it was pretty cool. We did more of the Bray Wyatt linking back to Alexa Bliss stuff, which I'm excited about because honestly, I feel like they could have done a lot more with that, provided Bray Wyatt hadn't gotten fired. Then the Women's Royal Rumble, starting with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. And what I liked about this year's Women's Royal Rumble versus previous Women's Royal Rumbles is that instead of overfilling it with past legends and stuff, because almost every Women's Royal Rumble, more than half the entrants have been women who wrestled before in the past but are not full-time wrestlers anymore. Which, don't get me wrong, there's always been a place in every Royal Rumble for those people, but a few is good. When more than half of it, it kind of takes away from it. But the interesting stuff we got was Asuka coming out with her new look. Something interesting to me, Piper Niven came out, making it clear that she's done being Dewdrop. Because, I'm sorry, Piper Niven way better than Dewdrop. We also had the return of Chelsea Green, who returned and then was extremely quickly eliminated. The only yesteryear person we got was Michelle McCool, which was unexpected because they had shown her in the audience a couple times. But she came right out of the audience and into the Rumble. And then we had the return of Nia Jax, which... okay. Not trying to be mean, but I was never a big fan of Nia Jax in the first place. And in a first for the Women's Royal Rumble, the final two were the first two. Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. So reminiscent of Royal Rumble 95, when it came down to the British Bulldog and Shawn Michaels, who were the first two in there, the women were going to set a history where one of the first two in there were going to win the Royal Rumble. And it turned out to be Ripley, who, as we know, is now challenged Charlotte Flair. Which makes sense considering their past history. So, yeah, another great Royal Rumble with a win that I was very happy about. 5 out of 5. Then the main event for the WWE Universal Championship. Kevin Owens challenged Roman Reigns. The match itself was extremely predictable. From the moment it was announced, we pretty much knew that Kevin Owens was not going to win this match. What I don't like is how dominated he was. Like, he had some offense in this match, but Roman Reigns pretty much dominated the whole match. We've pretty much accepted by now that Roman Reigns is probably going to be the champion into WrestleMania. But I will say this, he very much needs to lose the championship at WrestleMania. But yes, Roman Reigns dominated most of the match and got the win. It was the stuff that happened after the match that made it interesting. With after defeating Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns not being done, so he and the Bloodline come down and just lay a huge beating on Kevin Owens, even to the point of cuffing him to the ring ropes so they can keep on beating on him. And then Sami Zayn getting involved, taking a chair from Roman and saying, that's enough. Showing the internal struggle because this is his friend. And Roman Reigns ordering Sami Zayn to hit Kevin Owens with that chair unprotected. But instead, Sami Zayn hits Roman with the chair. And then obviously taking a beat down from Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. Jey Uso being unable to do it. Just heartbroken. Making it clear that Sami Zayn is out of the bloodline, which is fitting, not just because he's not blood, but also he's becoming more popular on his own. Plus, again, the internal struggle with Jey Uso, everything about it, it was great storytelling. So I can't take away from that. But I will say this. Because of that great storytelling, that's the only reason I was able to boost this up a little bit. Because the match itself was probably only going to get like a 2, but with everything else added in there and the story that was being told through it, it bumped it up to a 3 out of 5. Yeah! So the Royal Rumble overall was a damn good Royal Rumble. The best Royal Rumble they've had in a couple of years. The matches between the Royal Rumbles and the main event were okay, not great. If I was judging the pay-per-view solely based on those, this would probably get like a 3. Just okay. But the Royal Rumbles themselves were fantastic. I was happy with the winner of both Royal Rumbles. I was happy with how the Royal Rumbles were done. And then the other matches, one of them was, lackluster. The other 2 were good. Although I will say that what was good about them was not the matches themselves, but the outside storytelling or visual effects type things. But it is entertainment, so I gotta factor that in there. So overall, I would easily give Royal Rumble 2023 a 4 out of 5. Yeah! So there you have it. That's my wrestling review this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit that little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of the Royal Rumble 2023. Love you guys.